Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, can we talk about how Lance gets reduced to the funny guy by way too many people? Like, seriously, if you ask someone who's only casually watched Voltron to describe Lance, there's a good chance they'll say something like, oh yeah, he's the flirt, or he's just comic relief. And every single time I hear that, I'm just sitting there like, did we watch the same show? Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Lance's sense of humor. Some of the funniest moments in the entire series comes from him. The guy is genuinely hilarious. But if that's all you see when you look at his character, I think you're missing a huge part of what makes him so interesting. So today I'm going to explain why I think Lance is one of the most emotionally complex characters in Voltron Legendary Defender, and why he deserves way more credit than he usually gets. Alright, let's jump into it. The first thing I want to talk about is his humor. Lance is always making jokes. Seriously, always. Alien trying to destroy the universe? Lance has a joke. The team is stressed out? Lance has a joke. Everyone looks like they're about to have an emotional breakdown? Guess what? Lance has another joke. And that's funny, but I also think it's an accident. I've always seen his humor as a coping mechanism. Think about it. If everyone around you is terrified, making them laugh even for a few seconds can completely change the mood. Lance is just trying to entertain the audience. He's trying to keep his team together, and honestly, I think that's incredibly underrated. Now, let's talk about something that, in my opinion, is one of the biggest parts of his character. Lance never feels like he's enough, and honestly, that hurts to watch sometimes. Look at everyone around him. Shiro is basically the definition of leadership. Keith is this insanely talented fighter who always charges into danger. Paige is an actual genius, and Hunk could probably build a spaceship out of a toaster if he really wanted to. Then Lance looks around and thinks, so what exactly am I bringing to the table? That's such a painfully human feeling. I think almost everyone has had a moment where they looked around and thought everyone else seems amazing. What about me? That's Lance. He's constantly comparing himself to everyone else, and because of that, he struggles to see his own worth. And honestly, I think that's one of the reasons so many people can relate to him. Another thing people don't talk about enough is just how loyal Lance is. No matter what happens, he's there. The team argues, he's there. Someone needs backup, he's there. Things go completely off the rails, which, let's be honest, happens basically every other episode. He's still there. Lance may not always be the loudest hero in the room, but he's one of the most dependable, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that. Now, let's talk about something I love about Lance: his emotional intelligence. People think because he's goofy that he isn't emotionally aware. I completely disagree. Lance notices people, he pays attention. He generally cares about how his teammates are feeling. Even when he's teasing sometimes, it usually comes from affection instead of trying to hurt them. This is a really important difference. He's not making fun of people because he wants to be mean. He's trying to make people smile. And honestly, the team needs someone like that. Not every hero has to be serious at all the time. Sometimes the person keeping everyone's spirits up is just as important as the person leading to the battle. Now, let's talk about his character development. At the beginning of the show, Lance is trying so hard to prove himself. He wants people to notice him. He wants people to believe in him. He wants to feel important. But over time, something changes. Instead of constantly searching for validation from everyone else, he slowly starts finding confidence with himself. It's not instant, it's messy. Sometimes he takes 2 steps forward and 1 step back, but that's what makes it feel real. Character growth isn't supposed to happen overnight. Watching Lance slowly realize his own value is honestly one of my favorite parts of the series, and I wish more people talked about it. So, why do you think Lance gets misunderstood so often? Honestly, because he's funny. That's it. When a character makes us laugh, it's easy to stop looking deeper. People remember the jokes, people remember the flirting, the one-liners, but underneath all of that, there's someone who's scared, someone who's insecure, someone desperately trying to find where he belongs. Someone who loves his friends more than anything, and someone who becomes an incredible hero by the end of the series. That's why I love Lance so much. He's relatable, he's flawed, he's kind, he's loyal, he's funny, he's emotional, he's all of those things at the same time. And I think that's exactly what makes him such a well-written character. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Do you agree with me? Or do you think I'm giving Lance way too much credit? I genuinely love to hear what you think down in the comments because I always enjoy seeing different perspectives. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like if you want to, subscribe if you're interested in more Voltron videos, and let me know what character I should talk about next. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.